So you're going to take the tire off with a 19 millimeter, but I do suggest a 20 just because they do get stuck in this 19 a lot. And of course it calls me a liar, but hey, it's not upsetting. That's just one less step I have to do. Now next I'd like to remove the caliper, but the bolts are seized on, so I ordered some bolt grips, so they won't be in until tomorrow. So I'm just going to go and proceed by just taking off the whole caliper bracket itself, which is that 14 millimeter bolt, and then the one back here. And like I said, I'd rather take the caliper off so I can check it out and grease up the, but I guess I can do all that when it comes off. Just nice set of ratchet wrenches definitely come in handy with this. So once you get that hung away, I'll leave a link to the hook that I used in the description, so you can pick up one of those so you don't cause any stress on the brake lines. And then we're just going to take off the rotor. And then next we're going to remove this cotter pin right here. So after you get that cotter pin out, there's just going to be a little cover for the axle nut. Take out this little washer, set that off to the side, and then let's see if I got the right one. There you go. It's going to be a 32 millimeter axle nut. You're going to want to spray this down with some WD-40 or some PB Blaster just to get all that rust off. And before I go any further, I guess while it's driving, there's a lot of noise coming from this back passenger side, and then you can tell there's a lot of play in this. Shouldn't be happening, so it's a good indication that something has failed inside the hub assembly. And as I'm twisting this, you can hear it grinding. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but so anyways, we're going to take off this axle nut, and hopefully it's not seized in there. So you got the axle nut off, and then inside here you got this, you got a washer. If you have two hands with, you know, two flatheads, you can just easily remove that, but that's how filming goes. So if you're like me and you do not have a lift, this next part's really gonna suck. So I've already done the other side, so I already know how this goes. So you have a 17 millimeter, and you got 4. If you come back behind here, you have 2 on that side. You got 2 on this side right here. So you're gonna want to get like a flathead or something up here to get out this ABS wire. It's just a push in. Let me get it with my fingers. No. So anyways, yeah, I'll get that. And then to get to these bolts, I would use the 1/2 inch tools, but honestly I had a much better access with the 3/8 tools. I got a 6-inch extension, and I believe at one point I'll use another 6-inch, but we'll get to that. once I get this sensor out. But like I said, it's just a push in. So you just pull straight out to the left, and it pops right out. So once you get those 4 17 millimeters out of the back, you can use 1/2-inch tools, but I did notice you're going to need some swivel bits, which with a 3/8 I didn't even have to use it. I just needed a, like I said, just 3/8 ratchet and a 3/8 breaker bar. That helps. And I only needed 1 6-inch extension. So now that that's off, there's really nothing else holding this whole assembly is going to come off. It's not where this is going to come out of the center. This thing is going to be welded to this, and I'll show you how to get to that later. But your next step is to make sure the brake line's up and out of the way. I've just taken a hammer and just give it some taps. See, it's already starting to come out. And then, like I said, I'll move the brake caliper and I'll do it to the top too. So once you get the hub and backing plate off the spindle, what you're going to do is you're going to need to, there's nothing holding this hub part in. It's just a press in. Those who do not have these tools, I got the driver's side off just by simply a lot of penetrating oil. I like to set them on the 2 jack stands where it's on the outside of this hub right here, and just beat it in with a hammer. And it'll slowly but surely work its way out. Whether if you have one of these OEM toolkits, here, I'll film that for you. This makes it a lot easier because you can obviously put this up here, pushes on the back of here, pulls it straight out, and you can find any fitting that'll fit through that hole. I'm gonna try to film this for you guys, show you how it works. It's a crazy setup, but have it. It's out. Once you get that initial break, just give it a couple taps with the hammer and it just falls right out. That's what you end up with. Kind of hard to hear, but you can hear it grinding really good. Or pretty bad, I guess I should say. Now we're going to want to get all this cleaned up. No rust, because when we get when the new part comes in today, we want to make sure that there's nothing that's going to stop it or make it where it goes in crooked. We'll press it back in.
So the last thing that you need to do is get the new hub assembly back into the backing right here. Now, again, it just pushes right in. You don't need any kind of lube or anything. It fits. The new one fits really nice because it's not all rusted in. But something you need to take in consideration is where the ABS sensor holder wire is. Now, if you're on the rear passenger side like me, you're going to want it in the top right corner up here because that's what way the sensor is going to come in. So just be mindful of how you put this in. But it only goes in 2 ways, the wrong way and the right way. So again, you can just lift it up and pull it back out. Also be very careful that you're going to want to put this side in first. I'm sorry, the back side right here, and then push down on this side and it presses it right in. And then after that, you just put the 4 backing bolts on and this job is done. Thanks for watching.